What's your favorite question to ask someone to get to know them better? What's your house, phone number and social security number? Just asking for a friend. One of my favorite icebreakers that was in our company handbook to ask new employees was, what would you do if you won the lottery? Most of the time the answer is by myself/family members are home, but if you ask other than that you get a good answer that tells a fair bit of information about the person. If you could make a trivia category as specific or weird as you need to, what would be your best category? I sometimes ask people I meet if they were put into a ring and had to fight off a bunch of 8-year-olds, how many and how long could you last? The answers I get are hilarious, let alone the looks too. What movie should we watch? I went to a music outing with this girl I recently started seeing and her friend was ditched, so we said that he could join us. When trying to get to know each other better, he asked me what my favorite breakfast food was. We had a solid 15-minute conversation about French toast and different toppings and how an egg should be prepared depending on how you had spent your previous evening. Great icebreaker. What's your third favorite dinosaur? I don't have a set question. Generally, when there's a lull in the conversation, I'll bring up some interesting factoid or story I've read about in the news or on the internet recently, give my take on it, and then ask for theirs. What's the worst job you have ever had and why was it so sucky? Tell me about your grandmother. Everyone has issues with their parents, so that's a rat's nest. But people usually have stories about their grandparents, dead or alive, that bring out a conversation about their past, their heritage, and you can see how they describe people and how they connect with family. Do you prefer mine or your bed sheets? Yes. What's the last show you binge watched? One of the best things my close friend did to really make getting to know each other better in a fun way was to play top 5 lists. Generic options like, top 5 favorite colors, or specific to top 5 flavors of ice cream. Top 5 bands, down to top 5 favorite songs from that band. It's fun and silly and helps you get to know someone and have no interview style to do it. Plus you can both share your favorites and focus on things you have in common. I always got to know what music people are into when I like them. What's your drink of choice? Their favorite piece of advice they have received. Makes for a good conversation and hey, recycled advice. Do you have any pets? You can tell a lot about a person based on the pets they do/don't have. More importantly is how they speak about said pets. What 3 people, dead or alive, would you invite to your ideal dinner party? How they feel about a hot dog being a taco or a taco being a hot dog. But the last time I asked that, we discovered there's a whole website for the cube rule of food. How deep is your love? Would you rather have pizza or ice cream? If you were a type of house, which would you be and why? Catches people off guard but makes them think. How was your day? What's your name? Gotta start somewhere, you know, or maybe, wanna FK? What's your favorite color? This question. So what color is your toothbrush? Mine's blue. Hungry? I ask only 3 questions. 1, what is your name? 2, what is your quest? 3: what is the speed velocity of an unladen swallow? What do you do to stay busy when you're not here? I work at a surgery center. Out of left field, usually, but. And #X200B. Do you think God gets lonely? I got bodies in the kitchen, what do you think is best to make them disappear? Worked before with 6 people on Tinder. 5 years ago, where did you see yourself now? And if that didn't happen, what happened? What's the happiest, singular moment in your life? Alternatively, if I know them really well and know they'd be comfortable being asked this, what's the saddest moment in your life? 1. Who gets to come to dinner and why? Living or dead, at any point in their/your lives, etc. 2. Which person you admire would you never want to meet? 3. What small thing would you splurge on if you could justify it? 4. Favorite book? English teacher. Can't help it. Try desperately for it not to be the first question for every single human I meet. What kind of music do you like? I like genre music. What do you prefer? How old are you? What do you work with? I really like your pants, shirt, cap, clothes. Where did you buy it? Do you know what weather there will be this weekend? Summary: questions about non-hostile daily things. Weather, clothes, job, age, etc. are the best ones, which is also why they're the most boring and common ones, but they prove to work to open up some awkward silences. If you were a Ninja Turtle, which one would you be? What's something you've done lately that you are excited about? Is mac and cheese a meal or a snack? And don't give me that if you have a big enough portion bullshit. I've had enough Swedish fish before that I skipped dinner, but they're not a meal. Have you hit puberty? Have you ever seen a grown man naked? I used to be a restaurant server trainer, and we'd get a huge influx of summer hires, made breaking the ice difficult among them, and when shit hits the fan, aka lunch rush, we need everyone gelling like a 80s hairstyle. I'd always ask, if you were stuck on a desert island, how did you get there? Never failed to make them stop and think long enough for a real answer. So which parent traumatized you the most? Will you take this IQ test? Where is the weirdest place you've pooped? If you could have anyone as a best friend who would do anything for you or just hang out, who would it be? If you rubbed a magic lamp and a genie popped out, what would your 3 wishes be? My dad had an employee who was a red flag from the start. Before he got the job, he impersonated another employee and did some other creepy stuff, but that's a story for another time. Anyways, whenever he met somebody, the first thing he'd say to them was, "What's your deepest passion?" Really gave people the wrong vibe. He got fired for being untrustworthy. So don't be that guy. Do you believe in reincarnation? What do you want to be when you're older? It honestly never gets old, and everyone's goals are always changing. What's your mother's maiden name? I like to ask couples how they met. It's really nice. Especially older couples. How many of your ex-boyfriends have gone missing? Favorite Pokemon? Charizard. You know a bit about Pokemon, the older stuff? Not a lot. Or maybe too much. One of those. Probably enough of a nerd that I'll be friend with them. Pikachu. Yan. Sorry. Unless given a genuine reason. Piplup or any other cute Pokemon you probably saw it once or twice and thought said Pokemon was cute. No other reason. Probably have a brother or just saw it randomly. Random Pokemon from early gen. Good person, good games. Nerd. Relatable. Probably a good friend. Even marriage material. Random newer gen Pokemon. If they're not a kid, they're a major Pokemon nerd. Probably a good thing. Nintendo nerds are either awesome, or just completely fucking insane. You can judge that. Darmanatan, you are beautiful and the best person alive. I used to ask kids in elementary school this question. It had a 530 success rate. Which is better, Legos or Minecraft? The answer is neither. They were and are both amazing. You like jazz? If you were a cheese, what kind of cheese would you be? If you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be? Do you know DAWay? Why are you gay? Why should anyone be gay? What's your poison? Where did you grow up and what was it like? Lots of people start their life habits young. Learning how they respond to this tells me what they value. Family? Sports? Education? I like to ask, what's 3 things you've done that you're proud of? Or what's your favorite thing about yourself? Also for birthday dinners / get-togethers after we've sung happy birthday. It's nice to go around all the friends and family and saying what everyone's favorite thing is about the birthday person. What's your favorite board game? I found in the world of Tinder and Bumble, that asking people, "So how's online dating gone for you?" seems to be a pretty good icebreaker. People normally have a funny / gross / weird / story to tell, and it also gives you an idea of the person in general, without needing to pry, and seeing as you both met on a dating app, it's instant common ground, I've found. Tell me more about that. People love talking about their passions. If you ask them to tell you about something they love, you learn a lot about them. What are your favorite ways to hide a body just in case I need a kidney or two?
With